Jim and Michelle Bob Duggar rose to fame with his enormous brood of 19 children. They were all featured in the films 19 Kids and Counting and later Counting On. However, one of their kids went on to perpetrate a crime that stunned the entire country. Josh Duggar's reputation was damaged and he was found to have CSAM. A documentary that goes into additional detail concerning the Duggars' poisonous behavior has also been released regarding their affiliation with the IBLF. As a result, the parents and children don't actually have a strong relationship because of all these disagreements. It appears that fans of Duggar News have evidence of that. That's because Jim, Bob, and Michelle did not receive any affection from their children when they just celebrated their 40th wedding anniversary. Duggar News. On their 40th wedding anniversary, Jim, Bob, and Michelle Duggar's children ignore them. Among the reality TV pair most in the news these days is Jim, Bob, and Michelle Duggar. As a result of their son Josh Duggar's CSAM possession conviction, things took a sharp turn. Since then, a number of their children, particularly their daughters, have started talking about the injustices they experienced at home. The majority of it was related to their rigorous IBLF teachings. The majority of Jim, Bob, and Michelle's children are now adults. They appear to have tense ties with them. Some of them, like Jinger, have talked about this in podcasts or in her book. Many of their children appear to have grievances against them. When fans of Duggar News learned that Jim, Bob, and Michelle Duggar were commemorating their 40th wedding anniversary, they were taken aback. Several Redditors made the decision to talk about this on the site. The youngsters must have forgotten about this, a commentator added. Someone else remarked that it was a dark day. Fans of Duggar News were shocked to see that on their special day, not a single one of the grown children posted anything about their parents. It appears that none of them did so on purpose or because they had other obligations. Duggar News. Jill and Derek discuss their divorce from Jim, Bob, and Michelle. Jill is another of the Duggar siblings who came forward as a child to reveal many of the horrors that occurred in the home. She said that Jim, Bob, and Michelle Duggar controlled a lot of aspects of their children's lives. She suggested that parents should determine for their children's living arrangements and the careers they will pursue. Although Jill and her spouse Derek don't often engage with Jim, Bob, they had previously discussed setting limits. Following Josh Duggar's incarceration, Duggar News viewers had observed him flying to Texas and Arkansas at the same time. They came to the realization that Jill had to be telling the truth because of how much power they had over their daughter-in-law's lives. How do you feel about Jim, Bob, and Michelle Duggar's children rejecting them? Do you think the parents will respond to this in the end? Post your thoughts in the comments section below.